Now, back to the Profit Express on 88.7 FM, WRHU. Once again, here is your host, Tim Healy.
Hello and welcome back to the Profit Express. I'm your host, Tim Healy. And today, I am stepping out on a ledge. I'm sharing the personal side of Tim Healy that many of you don't know. That's right, my name is Tim and I eat Kit Kats before a workout. But I've put that past me. That is in my past rearview mirror. I can't even see it anymore. All kidding aside, that is a true story. If you are just tuning in, today is all about, are you living life? Are you achieving your true potential? And as many of you know, I'm a sales performance coach. Each and every week I work with tons of sales professionals and helping them achieve and turn their prospects into profit. And there was a section or part of my life that I was not creating success with, and it was a stubborn 20 pounds that had made its home in my midsection and other areas. And I tried for about a year to no avail. Put my ego aside, and I realized the coach needed the coach. The coach needed help. And last year I had the fortune of having Tom Fabry on the show. And many of you remember he is the life wrangler. He is the pilot. He is the author, the fitness coach. And, since the last show, we become friends. We worked out together, and I said, all right, Tom, I'm putting me in your hands. You got to fix me. And he did. But more than just this, not really a show about weight loss. It's a show about, as you know, the Profit Express, human potential, your business potential, your entrepreneurial potential. And I realize, and one of the most important lessons Tom shared with me is, you know what? If your physical game is not on par, if it's not your A game physically, it will impact who you are. In my case, as the sales performance coach, in my case, as the radio host, and it really kind of sunk in. And more than just a weight loss thing, the 6-week challenge that I went through with Tom, it became a philosophy of life. And, I'm not looking back, Tom.
Oh, I believe that. And you have changed. You've developed my philosophy of life, right? Mm-hmm. How can you get out of bed in the morning if you're fat, sick, and tired,
right,
and change the world? Right? That's what you were, you're the sales guy, you're the coach. How can
I
you
get up in
coach?
front of my clients? Exactly, right.
Absolutely.
But that was a critical thing that you shared with me. And it was so, I didn't even think of this. I took one of those pills for 2 years because of heartburn. Every morning, bang, 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 bang. If I didn't take one of those pills, and I was working out in the gym and I had to bend down, oh my God. Since the whole 6-week challenge, no more pills, not even Tums, okay? Congestion's gone. My bags under my eyes. I didn't even know I had bags. I had the before picture and I have the after picture. The before picture had bags. Now the after picture, there's no bags. So it's all these things. And again, those are the byproducts of all this. But more importantly, it's about creating more energy and a cleaner, crisper focus to go after those life dreams.
Well, also, what I tell people, if you really want to change your life, it comes down to self-love. How much do you really care about yourself,
mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
And if you really love yourself and care about yourself, then you'll be able to pass that on to, it doesn't matter, your clients, right? It's all about emotion, right? You're selling you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Right? I learned that from you.
I think I shared it with you on the stairs in Portuguese.
Absolutely. But that's so true.
Now, you're getting ready for your 5th of the 5 summits to climb. Mount McKinley. It's the highest peak in North America, I believe. Denali Park in Alaska. It is 20,300 and change?
Okay. 20,320 feet, depending on the snowdrift.
Right. Okay. That's going to happen May of 2013. That's your next big challenge.
Absolutely, May 14th.
What I want to know is, how are you going to, beyond the physical, how do you prepare yourself mentally for this?
Well, I'm already there. I'm already there. I've been there. I've visualized it, for the past couple of years, doing all these. And each time I do a climb and a summit, I'm more and more prepared. Like right now, I am, I believe, around 9 months away
mm-hmm.
from going to McKinley, and I've already reached the summit. I do my stairs almost every day. I'm at the gym. Physically, I'm there, But I've seen guys on the mountain, I think, as I told you, when I was in Aconcagua, people talk themselves. We're almost at the summit, and they've talked themselves out of reaching the top. You are what you think about. And I've seen guys say, I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can do it. And physically they could have done it, but mentally they weren't there. And I know, I'm ready. I'm ready to do it.
It's just a matter of time till the calendar says it's.
Oh yeah, I wish it was tomorrow.
Right.
I wish it was tomorrow. But it's really not. It's not the end result. It is the journey for sure. So there's a lot of obstacles from now until I go to Kennedy Airport and take off for Alaska, jump on that jet and take off. So I'm enjoying this. This is a huge part of my life here, sitting here with you, sharing everything, talking about my next climb, talking about reaching the top. How am I going to prepare? But for me, it comes down to simple mechanics. I do the physical work because I know what's needed, but also I do the mental work. I'd say that's 90% of it. Anybody can get in great shape. So that's easy.
You've literally been on climbs where people have gotten to 90%, almost at the summit, and they've talked themselves out of it.
Absolutely. If you think you can, you can.
Right.
If you think you can't, you won't.
Right.
And when I was on Aconcagua, I was tent mates with another guy from California, and we were stuck in that blizzard and
the 3-day blizzard, right?
3-day blizzard.
Yes.
I had to call him back into the tent. He would have died, but yeah, he told me, he's like, Tom, I know I'm not going to make it. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? We're at high camp. The next morning, we're going for the summit. He's
wait, hold on. So he says, Tom, I'm not going to make it. Literally, how many feet or how close were you at that point?
We were, let's see, I think we're at just over 18,000 feet, and Aconcagua is almost 23,000 feet. So we had a good climb ahead of us. We climbed about another 12 hours to reach the summit. Wasn't easy, but
right, but you already done 18,000.
Yeah, but
right.
But still, getting to the summit was a huge challenge. We had to pass 3 climbers that had perished. Also, that was kind of a game changer too. Seeing other climbers perish on.
You saw deceased bodies on
the
path.
That's correct. But this other gentleman, I won't say his name.
Sure. Yeah.
Great guy. But he already defeated himself. He was already done. He started the climb and he had to turn back. Started going for the summit, had to turn back because he knew he wasn't going to do it physically. He
could have done it physically.
He was already up at high camp, made it camp. Base camp, camp 1, camp 2, camp 3. Then you go for the summit, and he's like, I know I'm not. And he told me that night, I know I'm not going to make it.
So once he turned it off on his head, that was it.
Yeah,
he was done.
I mean, I wasn't. I was focusing on myself.
Yeah, you don't need baggage, extra baggage at that point.
That may have been the selfish thing to do, but even myself, I was scared after we got briefed on the bodies that were going to pass, and I'm like, what am I doing here? Is it really worth it? And I didn't sleep at all, but I'm like, once I get up at 1 in the got going, I'm like, yeah, okay, it's worth it. I'm going to do it.
Right.
I'm not going to die. I've already been there. I've already been to the summit, so took a lot. I was in tears as I reached the summit, but so what? So I had visualized myself being there. So if you think you can, you will.
I tell you, after hearing that story, I really don't have an excuse to complain about the stairs at Port Jeff High School anymore. Now, tell us about the book. The book is, again, it's Ageless You, and it's the boomer's guide to beginning again. I'm curious, why did you focus on, the boomers market?
Because I'm a boomer.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. I mean, I see people, I'm 54, and I typically see people around 45, 50, a little bit older who have given up on life. They're looking for the retirement. The gold watch. I can't wait to, finish my career. And then and I'm like, really? That's what you want to do? You want to retire? To retire means, with within 3 years, typically men die after retirement. And I think we have, as human beings, we're not reaching our potential. We're not living our purpose, our passion. We're here to do so much more than to, become the, whether, I don't want to say any type of career, but, spend 20 or 30 years in a career and then you're done. There's so many things you can do.
So many people stop living.
So many people stop living. They stop dreaming. They don't know how to dream, and they're fearful of dreaming and living big.
And that's today's question, folks, right here on the Prophet Express on 88.7 FM WRHU. Are you living your potential? Are you living your life physically, mentally, spiritually, all those things? And you know what? I realized that there's a portion of my life that was holding me back, and it was the physical. And I didn't think I was in that bad of a shape, but when I really kind of looked at it and focused in on it, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Not so good. But it's been a game changer for me. It's been a life changer for me, and I want to share that with the listeners out there because I know some of my own clients, my friends, my associates, everybody who's listening, so many of us as entrepreneurs, we're overstressed, we're overworked. The business becomes the life, and we end up becoming the sacrifice for it.
Absolutely, and how can you mentor your children, family, other coworkers, if you're not playing your A game yourself? It's really a lie. To me, it is. So.
Yeah, because you're just, punching in at, 9 to 5, putting the face on. Hey, I can do this. And then, what are you doing before and after and on the weekends? And
there's so many things we can do. Why are you here? That simple question.
Well, it's a radio show. It's from 6 to 7 every Wednesday, Tom. I told you about this.
Sure.
Right? Okay.
Mr. Kit Kat. Right? Okay. But why are we here? Why are we here? Why, ask that question. Why are we here? To serve other men.
Well, and I go back to, I said it before the break, we're all running out of time. And you said it to me, and for whatever reason, it stuck with me, and I'm going to be sharing it. I've shared it with my wife, my family, clients. I'm running out of time.
Absolutely, absolutely. 3 things. You want to live, you want to learn, and you want to leave a legacy. What's your legacy?
Right.
I believe everybody should be writing out their life plan. How do you want to leave? What's your legacy? How do you want to leave this earth? Well, he paid his bills on time. Really? That's what you want to leave behind? Tim, he paid his bills. He was good. Yeah, he showed up.
Yeah, and he had a love for Kit Kats.